Let's get fucking started. This is the Florida Sound. It's Terrell. We're here. Danny and Seb on the mic as well. Gang. We got a new member, Dante, over here. Dante, you want to introduce yourself? Dante is going to be working. He's going to be working with us, doing a talk show with us. He's going to help with the editing because our editing has been sucking. We got a lot of y'all telling us that. Thank you very much. But yeah, Dante, how was your week? Same to you, Seb and Danny. Just tell people what's been going on.
Man, what a tough week, man. Dealing with school and a bunch of all that other BS.
Bro,
it's been pretty tough. But
you gotta try online classes. Take the stress off.
Honestly, like, I'm about to sign up for some online classes and just stay home and just play some Apex Legends.
That's all I do.
Oh, I feel that.
I have all
Because that shit is blowing up, my guy. It is blowing up. Heavy. I think.
Danny, Seb, anything new? Anything new from last week?
What was last week's episode about?
We didn't do an episode last week.
Oh yeah, we do. We're sorry, guys. We did do an episode last week.
We do an episode last week. The Patriots won the Super Bowl.
Fuck the Patriots.
That's known. Tom Brady's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the most boring Super Bowl ever. The commercials sucked too.
It was a terrible
Super Bowl.
I don't give a fuck if it was boring, motherfucker. Y'all had to sit through a boring game and watch Tom Brady win his 6th Super Bowl.
I didn't watch it. It was background noise. It was great background noise. That's exactly what it was.
I was waiting for the halftime show with SpongeBob.
Which was ass too. That halftime show was garbage.
That was garbage.
Whoever made that halftime. Yo, Travis spit for Travis said some off.
Oh my God.
Yo, let's talk about that Travis shit. What was wrong with his voice?
Man said sicko mode and banged it.
What was wrong with his voice is that he didn't have the auto-tune on the mic.
Yo, because he was singing and you can see it in his eye, bro. You can see it in his eye.
I'm telling you. I've been to two Travis Scott shows in my life. That was the worst shit I've ever seen. Travis Scott is not that bad at performing. That motherfucker was there for
I
check.
just feel like he knew the type of people that were going to be there as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he couldn't really fully be him, you know?
Yeah, he wasn't going to rage at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's not.
Exactly.
He's going to pick up some money.
Quick check.
And I'm probably out of touch, but that was Maroon 5, right? Yeah.
That was Maroon 5.
Adam Levine.
Okay.
Maroon 5.
Alrighty. That was a bad combo.
That was a
Maroon
very
5
weird
and Travis.
Combo, honestly.
And then Cardi might as well have just performed. I mean, she wanted to go dance with, Kraft and shit. She might as well have performed.
She wanted
got the
that
most
Pepsi
attention.
ad. Really wanted that Pepsi ad.
The stupid ass Super Bowl. Fuck it. Whatever. Let's talk about, what are we getting into today? Bobby returning soon. Bobby's getting out of jail. 2020, right?
2020.
Ain't nothing much to look forward to.
That's the most, wait, hold up. Bobby Shmurda is the only person to stay relevant in jail for 10 years. I don't know how he did it.
He's been in jail for that.
I don't know how he did it. Or whatever.
It hasn't been 10 years.
2012, it's been almost 8 years. Bro.
Yo, that's crazy. What was the charge again? I forgot. It's been so long that I forgot.
Murder.
It was that Shmurda charge. He copped the plea deal.
Damn.
You know Bobby about it. People coming at 6ix9ine for copping the plea deal, but Bobby did it.
There we go. I was just about to say, speaking of Bobby, let's just move to 6ix9ine. So...
that boy is snitching on everybody.
I mean, but Danny was saying earlier, if Buddy was fucking his baby mom, are you going to be loyal?
Do you really blame him for doing this though? Can't anybody truly blame him for the decision that he made?
First of all, I don't really blame him.
You can't.
He doesn't seem hard as it is. When you look at him, bro, you see Killer, and you look at 6ix9ine, he's a joke.
The man has
he's not tough
tattooed on his face. I cannot take him serious.
If your homies do you wrong, they're not really your homies. And I would not go to jail for anyone who did me wrong. Bro, they literally are trying to make it so he stays in jail. Of course he has to plead. Of course I'd snitch if they were doing that to me. He had no other option. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
the
not mad at him
system's
for it.
pretty broken. So.
Yeah,
Where's Seb?
I'm
right here.
He saying nothing.
Bro, I'm playing UFC right now. Relax.
Professional.
Professional UFC.
Man,
sure
Trey,
that's
are you
just
playing
today.
UFC?
Stay on the same topic of fucking jail. 21. Ice. Bro, it's like
Fuck ice.
Fuck
Facts, fuck ice.
But that boy
I don't have-
overstayed
yeah.
though.
That's we all know what happened to 21's fucked up.
Yeah.
he's been here
We
for
all
so
know
long,
it's
true.
though.
That's
It's
without a
like
doubt.
he might as
As a
well
matter
be
of fact-
American. It's like
I heard that he's like detained like 23 hours in the day, and he only gets
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
15-minute phone
that's
calls and
horrible.
shit.
You get to go outside
Like,
one
yeah.
like 1 hour to
Crazy part. Yo, I didn't believe he was actually from East London. Yo, he's from East London.
Stains.
from East Side London, man.
Stains, yeah, no. Man's no, yeah, no. I mean, I think
Yeah,
this
now
puts
the Brits
21
got
as the
somebody else.
greatest British rapper ever. Is he not the greatest
That's
British
facts.
rapper ever?
He has to be the
That's
greatest
facts.
British rapper.
He has to at this point.
But he was
He
here
just
for okay. But is he
overthrows, like,
really?
everybody?
All right, he's from the UK, but is he really British if he lived here since he was a kid?
I mean, he's East Atlanta
I
and
mean,
he's London. He's
Yeah,
both.
he's that boy East Side in both regions.
Yo, exactly. He's both. I mean, just what we know.
What I don't get is he's been to jail before. Here,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
So,
that's pretty weird. There's also
that's
people
right.
saying that like the second
So-
verse that he dropped in a lot, like connected to a lot with that. Apparently, I don't know if you guys heard it in the music video.
yeah,
He
yeah,
released
yeah.
like an extra verse. Yeah, apparently talking about Flint, Michigan, their water, the borders, and everything like that. And
I
I
mean,
guess
yeah.
from there on out, like it was just a weird coincidence, and everybody was just pointing at that. And I
So
don't
you
know
feel
why
like-
it's interesting.
you feel because he's
Wait,
being
the-
woke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel,
like, the way
I feel
you
like
see
every
it.
artist who's completely woke gets it one way or another.
Yeah, they all try to give it to you one way, especially now because, Charles, you brought up him being arrested before. Not only has he been arrested, Mance is a convicted felon, right?
Yeah.
And he's been here on a green card his entire life, just renewing the green card, which is not permanent residency. That's, so, meaning if you're not on permanent residency in this country and you are a convicted felon, they could deport you. So they could have been deported 21 Savage. So yeah,
They really
Dante,
could've.
you're right. As soon as he's woke, as soon as he started, and I tweeted about this, as soon as he's bought out so much of his community and started helping his community, starting charitable organizations, talking about woke shit in his music, it's not a coincidence that something happened to 21 Savage. Because it happens
What's
to
the
a lot
difference?
of woke artists.
What's the difference between having the green card and because they said that he was on a bad visa or something. What's
Okay, his visa.
I mean,
what's the difference there?
Yeah,
His visa expired.
just expired more or less.
Yeah.
And like they can't really just knock on you. I mean, of course they knocked on his door and fucking arrested him, but I don't think it's like at the top of priority for him since he's such like a high maintenance
Yeah.
type of guy. Like he's everywhere, you know. Like unlike other people, unfortunate circumstances, but you know this guy's pretty big in you know the era that we live in today, you know. So
So
it's just
basically
weird how
what-
they didn't notice at first though. You know?
Nah, they hella noticed because like Danny was saying, you can't go to
Yeah,
jail.
it is-
Man's a convicted felon, bro. Yo, man is a
Like, come on, it's
convicted
gonna
felon.
have-
They know.
Everything.
They-
They know, and it's just so weird how they out of nowhere, like you said, the minute he got woke is when they're just like,
It's
"Yo,
all
we
right.
gotta get this guy out of here."
Jay got his back. You see Jay
Yeah,
came out with the
shout out
lawyer.
to Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z.
Shout out to Jay-Z real quick.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Jay-Z's really about these artists, really out here helping these artists. Shout out to Jay-Z on that. Also, Ice cannot touch any of 21 Savage's money that he's made. Like, all that money
Facts.
has to go to him. They can't touch it. It's illegal. So, 21 will figure it
And-
out, man.
I feel like Jay's a flex. He came in and he told the government, "Fuck you."
It's
Oh,
just like I'll
facts.
grab my lawyer and everything on God.
Jay-Z is turning into the black government. Jay-Z's doing it. I'm telling you, because he's helping. Like,
John's here forming their own government right now. Yo, they're about to knock on our doors right fucking now.
Go come for Jay.
they go come. I mean, they can't come for Jay. That's the problem. They've been trying to come for Jay. Jay-Z rap about how he used to sell cocaine. He can't do shit to him.
Yeah, and he's
Jay-Z
still living
shot
free.
his
People
brother. They can't do
praise
shit
him.
to him. Yo,
Jay-Z sold crack to his own mom, bro.
Yo, bro, they ain't shit anyone could do to Jay-Z. It's just
End of the year.
Jay-Z's just, bro, that's the black government right there. Untouchable. No one's coming close to anything Rock Nation. Rock Nation just had their party, their little breakfast thing. Yo, Jay-Z talking to everybody. Everyone's getting ready. I'm telling you, Jay-Z always got something ready for these white folk.
There's really people like that just they do clickbait shit. Like I remember I forgot who the fuck it was, but the tweet blew up and they were talking about Jay-Z getting a lawyer for 21, and then it was supposed to be some inspirational shit. So he was saying, "Oh, you see how Jay-Z does this? You know, he got the lawyer to support the black community, but all y'all want to talk about is him cheating on Beyonce. Like why put that out there? Like what that have to do with one or the other?
Information.
It's so unnecessary. Like clickbait shit.
Yeah, facts.
And they always try to bring a brother down. So it's like, we're not going to let that happen.
It's like whenever you try to do something good, they won't come for you.
They always want to backtrack on what they did in the past. Man, it happens all the time, man. And it's unfortunate. It happens a lot to professional players of any sort of sport. It happens to artists every single time. The minute you make some more money, they want to expose you, this and that. Get a couple bucks out of you. So it's like, you know what?
I think personal life should totally not be a part of. That should not affect you.
You should
like
be
negatively.
separated from the music industry and everything else.
What I do on my
You do
free
music
time, that's
wise?
not for y'all. Y'all listen to my music,
Exactly.
whatever.
At the same time, we got TMZ out here and shit, so it's impossible.
Correct. I mean, everyone wants to be. You want to be involved with like your favorite artists, so that's
Of
progress.
course, yeah.
Yeah,
You want to be in the rotation of mix, complex. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't like Complex.
music culture. Yeah, nobody likes complex, honestly, with their clickbait ass titles and just.
I was reading some of the. They have this thing going on. I didn't know about it. It's basically they have a list of who was the best rapper. From
Year
that
by year, the best rapper.
Didn't
year by
it
year.
put ya this year?
I don't know. I haven't
Too.
looked at anything past 2015. If you guys know the 2016 and 2017 and 2018 rappers, go ahead and say them.
2017 was Kendrick. 2017 was Kendrick. 2018 was Chance, and 2016 I don't remember.
The one chance being that's a total like I don't know who's smoking on. Well, let's talk about it. Let's go back.
Wait, Chance was this year? This last year? By
Let's
contract?
go.
Chance was
I saw
2017's
Pusha T.
rapper. Best rapper.
I'm pretty sure
2018 was Pusha T.
2016.
2018
Oh,
Yeah,
was Pusha T.
2018
So
was
this year.
Pusha.
okay, I got you.
There we go.
Let's start from 2005. So we got Jeezy. All right, I'm not even.
That's 2005. Yeah, I can't argue.
Yeah, it's
that.
2005.
You can't argue that, yeah, honestly.
2006, we got Lil Wayne. Yeah, cool.
I mean,
2007,
who's gonna- yeah.
we have Kanye. I mean, there's no arguments. 2008,
dropped
another
Revelation.
Lil Wayne. Yeah, 2008,
Yeah,
Lil Wayne
facts.
again. 2009, Jay.
For sure.
Okay.
Smart.
2010, Kanye.
Yeah, without a doubt. I wouldn't disagree on
My
that.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy that year. For sure. I'm not arguing it.
2011, they have Drake.
That's
dropped
when
Take Care.
Yeah,
Take
that's
Care,
when he
yeah.
started blowing up. more or less.
Yeah.
That's
He
when
dropped
his
Take
name
Care.
got out
I'll
there.
take it. I'll let it slide.
That's when his name got out there. So, yeah.
Now, this is them. Don't attack me. 2012, they have Drake again.
They had Drake 2 years in a row.
I mean, he had a
Yeah.
2-year
Back to
run.
back.
Oh Lord.
I mean,
I'll give it to him. He had a 2-year run.
Drake in 2012. I mean, he was bopping though.
Yeah, he was blowing the fuck up. Everybody
What did he
would
do in
have, like, the
2012?
OVO sweaters and shit.
I think was that like Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing was the same as
Nah,
I
2013.
think that was
so this was
2013.
just off the Take Care wave.
2012
This
was
is
like
just still off the
yeah,
Take
off
Care
of
wave.
that. That was the No Lie, the Stay Scheming, Poetic Justice, Dice Pineapples, Amen. That was that vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Did he drop an album?
Yeah,
Justice
those were his
is
features.
Kendrick's song.
I don't think he dropped
Get
an
outta
album,
here.
but
No, yeah, it was just features that year and the hype from Take Care.
Yeah,
That's what
so
it
all right,
was. Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
so he didn't drop an
Up and
album
coming.
that year. Then 2013, we have K Dot.
Yep.
Dog,
Good
I
Kid,
mean,
Mad City
yeah.
year.
Go.
2012
this
into
is where I get
2015.
facts.
This is where I get mad confused. They have Nicki for 2014.
Get the fuck out of my face, that Nicki Minaj. There. This is why we can't take Complex
Fuck outta
seriously
here.
sometimes.
So we have Anaconda. I think they did that because of Anaconda. That must have been the only reason. In 2015, we have
music video
Drake
got
again.
horny as fuck.
2015 was
Again?
Drake.
2015, man, this man is killing it from what I'm hearing.
I mean, I'll disagree on that one. 'Cause the best
Yeah.
album, like, of the past 10 years, in my opinion, is To Pimp a Butterfly, and it dropped in 2015. Meaning,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
that's
with
why-
Kendrick automatically.
Facts.
I know. I'm going with Kendrick. That's what I'm saying. Complex
Yeah.
is tripping.
Because the butterfly was also very slept on.
There.
Now,
Very
Seb,
slept
you
on.
said 2016. What do they have? Or you didn't know?
2016 was, I don't know, 2016.
Wasn't 2016 Chance?
I'm pretty sure Chance
2017
came
was-
out
Yeah, it
with
was
a color
20,
book.
2016
That
was
whole
Chance,
scandal with
2017 was Kendrick.
SoundCloud.
And 20,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Kendrick without a doubt.
And then 2018
I
was
don't-
Pusha.
Y'all think? Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Chance? You think Chance deserved Rapper of the Year for 2016?
I mean,
Coming
I
from
know.
his first
Hell no.
mixtape coming out on SoundCloud, I mean, people were buying the hype of him, you know?
yeah, it was
It's
for
like-
nah,
success.
not even.
But based off success, you give it to him. You feel me? Like, just straight based off success. But Schoolboy Q dropped an album that year, right? 2016?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Blank
sure
Face?
he did.
I'll give it to Schoolboy Q.
Blank Face.
I
Oh
mean,
my
all
God.
Album.
right.
Blank
Hopefully
Face
he
was not that
releases
good.
something real soon.
It was not his best work, though.
Yeah, it wasn't. Bro, there was a lot of
It
shit
was
going
better
on that year.
than
But-
Coloring Book. And I think
There was Coloring Book.
Yeah.
The Life of Pablo was better than Coloring Book. We have the
Ooh, how
Untitled
can we
ones by
forget that?
Kendrick. Yeah, there was
That
a
was
whole
the-
bunch of.
Yeah.
There was,
You-
man, 2016 was one.
Birds in the Trap,
Because 2016
Views,
was a
Kevin
time.
Gates.
There was a lot of good music on there, on that year.
Yeah, I'm
lot
not
of
giving
good
it a
shit dropping.
chance. Slime Season 3, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not giving it a chance.
No.
Oh,
For
yeah,
Your
no
Eyes
way
that color
Only.
book made.
Yeah.
No way that color book
For
made
Your
it
Eyes
to the top
Only,
over
J.
everything
Cole,
else.
Evil, Future,
Yeah.
the Gucci
yeah,
Project that just come out, Collar Grove, Nah, fuck. Chance?
You right. It's not gonna
Chance?
Dude,
I take back my Schoolboy. It could go to anyone except Chance.
They're smoking.
Y'all ripping.
I don't know
through
what the
Chance
hell
right
they.
now.
The nigga, bro.
Did you like Coloring Book? Did you like Coloring Book, Sebastian?
No, I didn't think Coloring Book deserved to give him best rapper that year.
Yo, Chance
Hell
is a
no,
nice
it didn't.
person. Chance is a,
Yeah, great
he's a nice
person and all,
person.
but
He's a great guy.
you gotta accept facts, dude. You definitely didn't make it on top over every other one of those albums. It's like
Yeah, facts.
whatever.
There was too much work out there. That and the Nicki one was the mind blown. And then
Nah,
I'll even
Nicki
take
was
the
just that's retarded.
I'll even take the 2015 Drake. I don't think the 2015 Drake, the Nicki, and the Chance was kind of crazy. The 2017
You
guys said
don't. You don't think the
was-
Pusha pick is crazy? I think the Pusha pick is kind of crazy.
No,
We'll
we're
get there,
getting
we'll
there. We're
get
getting
there.
there. We're getting there.
We'll
We're
get
getting
there.
there. 2017. And then you said
Damn.
2017 was who?
Literally.
Kendrick.
Kendrick, I think.
Oh, of
But you
course.
dropped Damn.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah,
on
Damn
that
was
album
amazing.
makes
Come
sense.
on. That was
There's no arguments.
such
And then
No.
2018, Pusha. Pusha.
I'm not giving it to Pusha T. I am not giving it to Pusha T.
I love Push and all, but there's no way he could make
Same.
it as the best one this year.
I love Pusha
No
T,
way.
but he was not the best rapper this year.
Who was the best?
I'll
rapper?
give
Man
it
just
to
released an
Gunna.
album
I'll give it
with,
to
like,
Gunna
5
before I
songs.
give it to Pusha T. I'll give it to Lil Baby and Gunna as a group
Well,
before I
first
give it
of
to
all,
Pusha T.
Pusha T dropped an album, and he fucking his promo was his beef with Drake, and he still got less like streams and album buys than the fucking Lil Baby and Gunna. So
I mean, but
I don't
to me,
know
I
how
give
to
it to
Kanye.
Kanye.
I'd give it to Kanye. Not gonna lie. Like
I don't
Kanye's
know how.
deal is just.
Whoa, I don't know
crazy.
about that one, Dante.
Nah.
I don't know.
You
He
big
said
tripper.
he produced Nas's album. He produced. I mean, he made it. He came
Facts.
out with Kids.
Did y'all
Two,
listen to the
Kid
Nas
Cudi.
album? Did y'all listen
Yeah.
to the
It was
Nas
mid.
album? Nas album was
It
amazing.
was weak. It was weak. Bro,
Mid as
nah.
fuck, bro.
Nowhere near. I've heard Nas. Like, we've all heard Nas. We've all
Yeah,
heard
I mean, at the
Illmatic.
same time, it's
And it's
2018,
unfair to compare it to
boy
that,
trying
but-
to get with everything. But still,
It was
he
cool.
still
I
produced
like the Nas album.
his
It
album,
wasn't
which is
bad.
nice.
production.
Daytona?
The production was
You know,
cool. Nas was cool, but it wasn't.
Yeah, come on. He also produced Pusha T's album. Like I thought it was, he had a pretty good year, especially
better
with him and all this controversy
production.
last year.
Yeah, he had a
But
better.
I'll give
He
it
had a
to you.
better. He had a better production year, but
If you tell me
But,
best
like-
producer, I'll be like, fine. But best rapper, nah.
Yeah,
Nah, like
okay,
he's not the
fair
best
point.
rapper of
You're right.
2018.
Fair
and I tried to
I'll give
listen to
it to the
Daytona
producer.
twice, and I couldn't do it. It wasn't working. Daytona, Pusha T, definitely not.
I think it's a good album. I just think that like it's not the best though.
There's like 4
It's
good
not
songs
the
on
best.
there that I can truly bump to.
Yeah.
Who do you get?
I mean,
All right, who are we
it's good.
replacing? Who are we replacing Pusha T with? Fuck Complex. We gonna make our own
I'd
shit.
almost
Yeah, you know
And
what?
this
We
is-
making our own 2018 best rapper.
yeah.
We have Trav,
I'm not mad at
Cardi,
you. You could even say Cole.
the Carters,
Yeah, Cole.
M,
Yeah.
Kendrick,
Ooh,
J Rock,
yeah,
Post,
not gonna lie.
Denzel,
I'm gonna say
Migos,
J.
Meek,
Cole because J.
Drake.
Cole
I'll
has
say Cole.
never J. Cole's never gotten one, right?
Yeah, I'll give it to Cole this year. Then.
That's true. He hasn't gotten one from all the names that you listed. Like he hasn't gotten one, and this man spits the truth and everything.
He deserves one for Forest Hill
Right.
Drive. I don't know what Complex is smoking.
Facts,
Like,
without a doubt.
Oh wait, yeah, 2014 should go to Cole, not Nicki.
Yeah.
That went to Nicki, right? That goes to Cole.
Yeah,
yeah, that was the
100%.
crack they were on.
100%, 100% J Cole.
Damn. Yeah, this year I'll give it to Cole because not just because of
This year ain't
2018.
started, though.
I mean,
Oh, 28.
yeah, no, I mean 2018. Yeah, KOD. It wasn't my favorite. We've talked about this before. We don't need to do another KOD review. Everyone has heard.
No,
it.
we don't.
But-
It's okay.
He had features, which I thought his features were good, and he started to put together the at the beginning of this year, which is kind of like same time like end of last year. He with the what's it called, Revenge of the Dreamers shit. That
Oof.
everyone's excited about.
Cannot
for
wait
this
for
year.
that, dude.
Yeah, I think that I'll give Cole 2018 because of the work that he put in.
Facts. Man hustled out here with his music.
So,
And he's
Popping
definitely
back-
getting more involved with the rap game. So.
Facts.
who?
Cole. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah, of
back
course.
then, he would only be, solo, no features, this and that. Legendary status, don't get me wrong. But I feel like this year's being more involved with the people that are in the rap community and just, I guess, making it a better place.
Facts.
Because who
Popping
would
back
have
to,
a feature with J. Cole, honestly?
6ix9ine real quick. 50 Cent said, snitches still get stitches. He quoted that.
I mean,
that's what he said.
shit, I
That's
feel
all
like,
he said.
I feel like that's overused a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like there's certain extents to it, There's a certain extent.
You
to
think that
everything.
there's still not a whole entire community out there that rides with snitches still get
Oh,
stitches?
of course, dude. Without a doubt. I can't speak for a whole community, but people live and die by that, Snitches get stitches. And there's people, serving right now because of that word. Because of that
Yo, it's-
quote that
who's
everybody
playing
follows
Apex?
with.
Why Eli in the party? Where'd Eli come from?
Eli, you gonna have to shut the fuck up for like 20 minutes, alright?
Nathan,
What's
next topic, bro? What are we talking
Yeah.
about?
What are we talking about?
I'll edit this out. Alright, next time.
Yeah, we'll edit this out. No problem.
Uh,
Terrell.
I know we were
Where's Terrell?
2 Chainz. That boy 2 Chainz with Dr. Dre and fucking Ariana Grande. That boy trying to also get a quick check.
Oh, I peeped.
Low-key.
Yeah. I mean, I love 2 Chainz. We all love 2 Chainz. I like him
True.
working with Dr. Dre. I ain't hear the song with
Yeah,
Ari, but
honestly, my man Dr. Dre out here hustling.
Yeah, it's you
God.
can't lock the party. It's your party, so
True.
what's up, T?
That's so random. Just pull up out of them.
Where'd Terrell go? He left again?
He was just talking. Oh,
Yeah.
He was playing Apex.
This man left the mic or something.
all right. So yeah, we'll just cut. No, I went to go get the iPad because it was in the room.
Damn, we
Yeah.
had a good momentum.
We'll
on
cut
that.
all that out. We'll cut all that
We
out.
had a really good momentum on that.
All right. So we're talking about 50 Cent saying that
Snitches
we'll
get
cut everything
stitches.
from 50 Cent. So yeah, 50 Cent just posted something that said snitches get stitches. That's what he quoted. What do y'all think about that?
Well, like I said, man,
I don't know.
I feel like it's overused a little bit. I feel like there's a certain extent to every situation, but yeah, like you said, it's been used around for as long as anybody can remember. You snitch, you get stitches. No, but nobody wants their life getting hurt over some stupid shit or anything like that. So it's like,
So you think 6ix9ine gotta like look out for himself if he gets out? You think people coming for
from
him?
his situation that I'm hearing right now, from like his girlfriend like fucking other people and shit like that, it's like, you know what? Just look out for yourself at this point. I felt like he was very clueless in this industry. I felt like he thought that everybody was gonna back him up, this and that. But this man is literally on the Billboard 100 like every single time. So it's like it was bound to happen that he was gonna be backstabbed in that sort of way, and he didn't realize it.
Leading
Yeah,
into
man,
more
he
beef.
definitely has to look out.
Yeah.
And also
he
look
does.
for more beef. Exactly. A lot.
So,
more
people were warning him though. Like people were telling him like, "Yo, be careful."
Joe
it's not-
Budden.
Yeah.
Wait, can we just Joe Budden for a second? Because Joe Budden
Yo,
told me
shout out
shit
to the
when
Joe
he
Budden
blew up.
podcast. Yeah, we
I
listen to
fucking
you.
love them.
There we go.
I love Joe
Go ahead,
Budden.
Danny.
I love Joe Budden's podcast too. Joe Budden said this shit like we were not pretending Joe Budden did not tell 6ix9ine to watch out, because the first time they ever did an interview, Joe Budden was like, "You need to calm down because some shit's gonna happen." Shit happened. Joe Budden's right. And it's scary because Joe Budden write a lot, and he crazy. He right, so.
If we go shout out somebody's podcast, we not gonna be saying
I
Joe
love
Budden's
Joe
right.
Budden. I'm just saying.
Joe
He's
Budden
the-
always crazy. Joe Budden.
No, you know he's crazy. Joe Budden, he tripping. Joe Budden crazy, but Joe Budden right a lot of the times, and Joe Budden was right again, bro.
If we saying anything, to be honest, if we gonna shout out some of these podcasts, let's shout out the most politically correct person on the podcast, which is Maul. Maul be right. Joe just be
And
tripping.
Rory too. I like both of them, Rory, Maul, and fucking Joe. But you right, Maul's,
But going into more beef, so Chris Brown and the Migos, that just seemed like a
Ooh, man.
who got the
Whoever the fuck can't stop.
who got the bigger balls battle. Like I don't know what that was.
I just wish motherfuckers would actually do
It's
these
such a
boxing
weird
matches.
beef for them, dude. Like, yeah.
What about that?
Can
What's
they
fun-
fight?
That Jay,
I don't think
what's his
I don't
face?
think the Migos can
Who came
fight.
at
I-
Dream?
It's
Somebody
concert.
came at Dreamville, bro. Somebody came at Dreamville
Oh,
for no
Tory.
reason.
Tory's
bold.
Tory's been
Nah,
coming
Tory's
after
Tory's
Tory's
look,
coming
look.
after everyone.
Tory is pretty fire. I'll give him that. He's a good.
Wait.
but
Before we
he's
move
gotta
into
chill.
Tory, let's just run through this real quick. So I don't think anyone in the Migos besides maybe Offset and even still, I mean Quavo, and then even still he's kind of skinny, has hands to be fighting. And reading the text that Chris had screenshotted, it kind of looked like they was kind
Chris
of
Brown is
scared to
bad.
pull up.
Chris Brown will.
Yeah,
Listen,
he's
Chris
bad.
Brown fought Rihanna.
Oh, Chris
He
Brown
will fight
will.
anybody.
He's had enough.
Facts. Yo, if you punch Rihanna, you punch anybody on this planet.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
just
think
a fact.
Migos want a fist fight with Chris. They're not gonna win that one-on-one. That's not happening. None of
That
them.
nigga
None of
Baby
y'all.
Bucks don't want to do fuck him up. What I'm saying is that they should just go pay-per-view, put the gloves on, and just make money out of it, because there's no reason not to. I don't get why they have to do Instagram beef.
But why didn't
Throw
he
inside
say
J.
12 is
Cole
outside of his house?
I ain't read these
That's
texts,
what I'm
so I
saying.
don't know.
Scare tactics, I guess.
Yeah, no. So basically, Chris was saying pull up. He dropped his whole addy. If I drop an addy on a nigga, that means I don't give a fuck about you. Pull up. And they was like, 12 around the corner. He said, I'm outside my house right now. Looking 12 not here. All right, niggas scared. But going into Tory, yeah, Tory beefing with everybody. But has he lost the rap battle yet?
Yeah, he lost
That's
to
the
Don Q.
thing, though.
He lost to Don Q.
I don't think
I'm
he
not
lost
even-
to Q.
Oh, he 100% lost to Don Q. Because Don Q dropped the track, Tory dropped the track, Don
I think
Q
he lost
dropped
to the
another
chick.
track. Tory, all of the beefs, even the beef now with Joyner, which Tory won originally, Tory lost. Tory's lost all his beefs just because he's corny.
I don't think Tory's. You see, that's where me and you disagree. I don't think Tory's lost the beef. I think the only beef he can't. I think the only beef that he can't respond to, or he shouldn't respond to, is the one with the chick who he was saying he fucked on the first time seeing her. I wouldn't respond to her because she was saying some disrespectful shit, and I don't think he can come back.
So you're telling me that you don't think Don Q beat Tory?
No.
But
I don't know. I don't think Joyner won either.
Joyner ain't beat him like rapping. I'll give you that. Don Q beat him because Tory's shit was not bad. Tory is not bad at rapping. Tory is corny as fuck though, because he needs to stop. Who else got big doing this? Other than 6ix9ine, like trying to beef with everybody, and like 50 back in the day trying to.
But
beef
6ix9ine
with
wasn't. You see beefing, but 6ix9ine wasn't rapping people. Tory's actually sitting there, bro. He's sitting there.
Yeah,
Tory's
he's
sitting
like
there,
writing down
and he's
his thoughts
responding.
about these people's.
He's listening to your shit
Let
and
me find
responding. You fire at him, he's firing right back. 6ix9ine
No,
wasn't
let
doing
me-
that shit. 6ix9ine was just acting
You're
stupid.
right. 6ix9ine wasn't doing that shit. But it don't matter because he's making shit up. Half the shit he's saying about these people, not even remotely true. He's just talking shit. Like, I get it. You want to be big. You think you're the best. You good at what you do, and you want to prove yourself. Ain't nobody proved themselves like this in a long time, trying to beef with everybody. Also, he's not even beefing with other people on top. Motherfuckers beefing with fucking bottom feeders. No disrespect to Don Q, because I don't think he a bottom feeder, but he was talking shit like, I could out-rap J. Cole. Then why you beefing with people who was rapping 15 years ago and not famous no more? Because I can't even remember homie.
Here's my piece to that. So, all right, Tory's not a rapper, right? So
He says he's a
Get the
rapper.
fuck out of here.
Listen.
I'm tired of it. No, don't even
Listen. So if Tory's not a rapper and he's not good, who's gonna rap against in the beginning? He's gonna rap against other deemed somewhat trashy but good rappers.
Ain't nobody said he was trash.
Me seeing
Nobody said
Joyner,
Tory
Don
was
Q.
trash.
What? Niggas telling you he's trash. What are you saying?
No one's telling you he's trash.
Why do you think he's doing this? You think someone
No, he's
comes
not
out of
doing
nowhere and
this.
says, "Oh, y'all calling me trash? I'm gonna rap with any of you." People say he's
Because
beef, bro.
he's too busy reading comment sections and getting heated
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
people, other
saying.
people we don't need to beef with. He ain't
He's
even
on
beefing
social media beefing with anyone who says he's trash. That's
beefing
my
with
point.
himself, being stupid as hell. Motherfuckers don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear Tory Lanez. I don't even want to see his face no more. Like, unless he's really just gonna shut up and drop the record. Because it's so whack and it's such bitch shit that you gonna drop a diss track, go on live, have someone drop a diss track on you, and then you gonna forget about them like they don't exist. He hasn't said shit about Don Q since he dropped the second diss track. He's just been going off to other people, knowing that he can't win a real beef, that he needs to staying in there dropping 3 songs on somebody. He can't do that because he's making shit up. He's making up lies just on these tracks. It's whack.
He's rapping on the
If you
fly.
want to really prove to me that you're the best, make a good album, motherfucker. Because none of his albums, I've listened to whatever 2 shits that he dropped.
Yeah,
What are they talking about other than him and then him sometimes rapping?
Yeah, he tired of Tory.
I'm real tired of Tory. This shouldn't even be
Tory about to drop a
topic.
diss track on Danny too.
He shouldn't be a topic on the podcast because I'm tired of hearing about him. I'm tired of it. Drop a good album. Now we done with
No more
Tory Lanez. No more Tory Lanez on the Florida
2019.
Sound.
All right,
Some
but how do
Tory
you
Lanez on
feel
the
about him
podcast.
trying to beef with JID? You brought it up.
Him trying to be with he didn't drop shit. JID told him to drop something. He
So tell us what happened.
That's
Tell
it.
us
No
what
more
happened.
Tory Lanez. Huh?
Tell us what happened.
JID, this is it. Jid said he got guns, he got shooters, and Tory didn't want the smoke. And Tory didn't want the smoke.
East Atlanta,
Jid is real.
baby. East Atlanta,
Jid is
26,
legit,
bro.
bro. Legit, bro.
Just be careful. What if Jid from London too?
Jid said don't speak on J. Cole's name. Yo, Jid,
Facts.
See, that was y'all a couple weeks ago talking about that song. I was like, y'all tripping, nigga. That song ain't bad. Y'all just had high expectations.
I ain't. No one's talking about that.
bro, that song is bad, but we're not talking about that.
We're not even talking about that song.
We have
You
a
just brought
nice,
up that song
we have
for
a
no
fresh new person here with no influence to y'all. We gonna get his opinion. So Dante, how did you feel about the track that J. Cole dropped? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Miller Child?
Yeah.
I feel like it's very mainstream now. I feel like that's definitely not his
Yes.
best work. I feel like it's,
No one's saying
it's
that.
a good song and all, but
So it's not a bad
it's
song.
not what I expected it to be. You know?
But is it a bad song?
Like,
I don't think it's what anyone expected
No,
it to be, but is it
I
a
don't
bad song?
think it's a bad song at all. I feel like Cole definitely went in, but I just didn't necessarily like maybe a lot of corny flows that he made, I would say.
Okay,
But it
that's
was
fair.
still good, nonetheless.
Because when I hear a bad song, I've definitely heard worse songs than Middle Child. I know you have as well, Danny, so I don't know how you're calling it a trash song.
Because I've heard J. Cole
There's
before.
definitely-
Because that shit is trash for J. Cole.
It gets,
Y'all don't
this is
listen to
not
what I
getting
say on this
compared.
podcast.
This is not
Yeah, I feel like
compared to
maybe
other
his
rappers.
standards,
This is
it
getting
might be
compared to his
pretty
own
bad,
standard.
Yeah.
So
I
to
don't
his
fuck about
standards,
other rappers.
this is his worst song. This is J. Cole's worst song.
This is
That's what I'm saying.
trash. This shit is trash. Like, listen to his albums, listen to his mixtapes.
I
This is one
have.
of the worst songs I've ever heard from J. Cole. Like, it really is. Because he's saying the same shit he's been saying for the past 2 years, now with a lazy, corny flow. Like, that shit's trash. I still love J. Cole. J. Cole's still one of the best rappers in the game. And no one should speak bad on his name. But he shouldn't even drop this song, in my opinion.
Yeah,
That's just
honestly,
it.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I
Like,
feel
if he
maybe
didn't
his
drop this
standards,
song, who would've
he saw
cared?
this song and just honestly.
Yeah.
I
If he didn't
maybe
drop
it
this,
was
no
his
one would have
best
cared.
song, yeah. Because you're right, compared to his other singles that he did drop, like, come on.
Yeah.
He dropped a
Yeah.
bunch of good other singles, False Prophets, the freestyle that he dropped, like, those singles
Yeah,
are great,
facts.
amazing. I
Those
bust
are
those
much
shit
better
all
than
the
this.
time, but I feel like as far as maybe singles that he put out, I feel like that's his worst single, yeah.
Y'all don't feel like
Thank
there's
you.
like a certain level of pressure that you have to
Intelligent, oh, I thought you were going to say
a certain level of pressure that you have to keep up with.
Pressure?
All you do is drop great, and so all
Yes,
your
because
listeners, all your listeners
you set your
ever-
own standard. You
Yeah,
set your
all
own
your-
standard.
all
You
your
set your own
listeners ever
standard. How
expect.
you gotta get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All your listeners ever expect is great from you, or the certain style that they want to hear.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting a certain
That's what-
style. I just want to hear great.
that's what just himself, I feel like he has
Yeah.
his audience by his hands, and just imagine trying to show somebody J. Cole and you show them Middle Child. You think they'll like it?
Exactly. Thank you. That's not even a good representation of Cole. And it's not saying that artists can't choose other styles. It's just saying if you don't
On the
do a different
same note,
style,
imagine
it
showing
better sound
someone
good.
imagine showing someone folding clothes. That's not the best J. Cole. It's a part of J. Cole. You don't think this song? You don't think people like this song and it reached a different audience?
Yeah,
I think
they
so.
do like it. That's why you're hearing it on the radio now. You're hearing it more and more. But at the same time, like you said, it's not his best work. There's a lot of rappers that they lose a sense of some of their originality, and that's fine. Sometimes they gotta experiment with the music. Like this was definitely a different beat and melody that he took in his music, J. Cole.
And I ran it
It's
back
just-
because
it's
I
just-
remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember you guys saying that his voice was a little dry. To be honest, I played it without his voice. The beat wasn't the most.
The beat was super dry too. Like,
Yeah, the beat
it
was
was-
dry.
the
yeah,
beat
the
is
beat
a-
was drier than his voice. That's what it was.
It's
His
a
voice
remake.
was.
It's a
yeah.
remake of Trophies. It sounds just like
Okay.
Trophies. It's got the same horn, the same
I agree
drums,
with
just
that.
sped on
Yeah.
different speeds, bro. Like,
I think
I feel like
Yeah.
he wanted to
if anything, his voice made the song, but his skill made the song better. The beat was pretty. The beat
Yeah,
was pretty
that's the
bad.
thing. Give it to any other artist,
No.
and they'll probably do trash on it. But just
no, that
because
song
J.
was
Cole-
mid. That beat was so easy to be decent on, bro. Trophies was a great song,
But
and that shit came out like 5 years ago. It's pretty much the same beat.
Yeah. Can we just get past Middle Child? We've been on Middle Child for 3 weeks now.
all right, let's go with Bow Wow. Why Bow Wow taking L's though?
Man, Bow
Yo, he took that L Ballin' out. That shit was crazy.
Who?
This
Oh,
man
well.
said who? He said who?
Did you guys actually see the video though of like him like going up to like his girlfriend and shit and like screaming at her and whatnot in the elevator?
Yeah, tell us about it.
So like there's actual like surveillance camera in the elevator of like him actually like going up to his girlfriend and like screaming at her. I think snatching something from her hand,
Okay.
And then, they're just having like an altercation inside the elevator. And I guess the actual, where he got his injuries from was like outside of it, obviously. I think she planned it out, honestly. I think she planned it out. And I think it's backfiring on him because you could honestly say that he created the situation, like made it worse, I would say.
Rappers,
Because he was getting all apart, like he was screaming at he was such
But in the video, did he ever lay like hands on her, ever hit her?
I mean, he literally like she was just standing still, like she was just taking all the words and this and that, but literally like he grabbed her arm and tried to like forcibly like grab something out of it, like I think it was a piece of jewelry, like
he took his jewelry. Oh, okay. So I've heard nothing wrong so far. So they're yelling. Remember, this is spouse, so spouses argue all the time.
Exactly.
So they're yelling.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're yelling. There's a private, like whatever. He's trying to grab his jewelry. So when I looked at her, she don't have no marks on her. I looked at him.
Yeah.
He beat up. Like, it's not just his face. He searched it up. His body's beat up. He scratched the fuck up. She don't got one mark on her. She just looked sad. He looked fucked up.
Jay-Z got beat up by Solange in an elevator. Bow Wow got beat up in an elevator. Tupac got shot when he got out of an elevator. Rappers just need to stay away from elevators.
Yeah.
And that's
Solange
the
is low-key.
The curse.
I mean, it go both ways though. You see Ray Rice knock somebody out in the elevator.
Ray shouldn't be in the elevator either. But you know,
Yo, famous people need to stop doing wild shit in the elevator.
They need to stop with elevators, dude.
Like, y'all can't see this big ass camera right there in the corner of your fucking eye. You see that shit watching you? Well, you do wild shit in the elevator. I wouldn't say no wild shit in the elevator. No nothing. Stay out of it.
I just think if I see Ray Rice in the elevator, I'm gonna wait for the next elevator.
Yeah, it's a GG. I'm not getting in that elevator.
I'm like, no. I seen that right hook you got there. I don't need it.
But where's the male support for Bow Wow? Why are we getting beat up at home? Where's King getting beat up at home?
Though. At
Like,
the same time, like people are
where's our
clowns,
help?
man. For getting like beat up, this and that. But it's like
Yeah, now what if he laid hands on her? Then there would have been a whole entire
complete
section of female
opposite,
Twitter wild.
complete opposite. Everybody would just start, bashing this guy's name, calling him woman beater, and like before you know it, he's gone. Like this man's gonna lose everything and gonna be a nobody. But
Cancel culture would have kicked in already.
it's just everything's
Would've
just
been
so
deleted.
opposite, Yeah.
Didn't he have that whole thing where he had the fake private jet or some shit?
I'm pretty sure that was a challenge when on like 2016 or something. The Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that man's been getting clowned for a while though. This is nothing new.
Yeah, but I feel like he embraced it at this point, and I guess he knows that he's a clown because, to be honest, who's still bumping Bow Wow? And is he going to release any new music? I don't think so. At this point, he's just a meme in the rap community.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But the look that he had on his face
That's a hard take.
when they got through with him, when Conceited got through with him on Wild 'N Out, he looked like he was about to cry.
Honestly.
Bow Wow, you gotta go. You just gotta go home, man. You gotta just stay inside.
You gotta retire,
Well,
man. It's alright, bro.
Yo, did you guys like the Kanye track? What's it called, Danny? Mixed Personalities? It's not the Kanye track. It's what's his name?
YNW track. Motherfuckers is
Yeah.
tripping. This man Terrell been talking about that song for 2 weeks. Hasn't learned what's the name of the person who dropped the song.
I like the track. Damn, I want to know about the name. I've never heard of YNW until now, so now I'm interested.
Melly's
You got-
that's like a hood vocalist.
You guys know
like
who he is or where he's from?
Yeah,
Or
man.
anything about him?
Check out.
I've never heard
I'm
of
pretty
him.
sure he's from Chicago. I think he's from Chicago. Check out "Murder on My Mind." That's a good song by him, and he has a good freestyle.
Oh yeah, facts.
Like "Murder on My Mind"
I've heard
freestyle.
of that one.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, shit. I think Melly's cool, man.
Man's real name is Jamel Maurice Demons, nigga.
Oh my god.
This man last name is
Why you laughing at him like that?
I don't know why he's laughing.
Because have
Talking
you
about
seen the
the
video?
government. Which video?
Yeah. The video for the thing.
Personality?
He looks scary. for mixed personalities. It's pretty cool.
He was
He's on Young
from
Thug's
Chicago.
record. Shout out Thugger. Hey.
Thugger.
Yo, Thugger doing some shit out here. Okay, I see you, Thugger.
Making
We got a new
moves,
slide. He shouted out Thugger in the song too. I don't know if anybody like realized, but there's like one part of the song where he sounds exactly like Young Thug, and he's like, I'm on the Thugger wave.
Young Thug is one of the most influential rappers of his generation.
Speak about it, Seth.
Young Thug is dope.
Well, he is New Atlanta. New Atlanta is Young Thug, Future, and Gucci all in one.
Facts. I don't think anybody.
And that leads directly into our rap regions. So one of our listeners, Sam, he brought up he was asking which region is currently better right now, New York or Atlanta?
Atlanta.
I think we can all agree that it's Atlanta.
Atlanta's definitely hotter right now.
Without a doubt.
Definitely, yeah. I think we can all agree that
They
Atlanta is
definitely
definitely hotter right now. But
Yeah, but there are times
who
without a doubt.
has
New
the
York.
better artists alive?
That's a good question
Currently still
because
making music.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm seeing it right now, it's hard to choose like who's better in
Facts.
music because I like a lot of New York artists and I like a lot of Atlanta artists. But I don't even like the biggest New York artists or the biggest Atlanta artists. But if we're just looking at like who's hotter, it's Atlanta. But for me, I'll go slightly. I still think I don't know, man. JID's from Atlanta too.
I'm still
I don't
going
know,
New
I
York
gotta
though.
choose.
Like when it comes to overall, I'm still going New York. When it comes to right now, or what's going to pave the way or the future, I'm going Atlanta.
Yeah, completely agree on that take. I feel like that was.
Coming off that, because I knew you was right in Atlanta. I don't know if you.
I'm still
who
in
you think,
Atlanta
like,
because
if even overall.
I mean, overall, we're not gonna sit here and pretend like Atlanta doesn't have Future, Young Thug, T.I.
T.I.,
Atlanta
yeah.
got a lot of rappers, bro. Gucci Mane, and Atlanta got a lot of talent historically. So to just like say New York is better all time, I could see it, bro. Like Nas, Jay-Z, they're all, I guess, looked at in a higher regard.
Actually, still
than
current.
Gucci.
So I mean, Nas and Jay-Z are still current. I mean, just like Gucci
I don't know if I'm
and
gonna
T.I.
give
are
still current
technically
because
current.
they're both past the best runs in their career.
Yeah, both past their prime.
They're still making music. That's all I meant. Is they're still making music.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Is Jay-Z still the king?
Of
I
New
think
York.
Jay-Z's still the king.
Yeah,
Not on
definitely
rap,
still the king.
of rap most.
Shit, still
I'm
the
not
king
talking
of
about
rap.
New York,
Yeah.
I'm talking about rap.
No, Kendrick
Alright.
is the king of rap.
No, Kendrick's the best
No, I
rapper right
think
now.
Kendrick
but
is the
Jay-Z
future
the king
king,
of
but
rap?
like king is a title. Like when niggas talk about
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
All right, then I'm gonna, like that's all I need. I just think.
So
Jay-Z
I'm
the
still
king.
riding. I'm still riding New York. Like overall, I feel like Atlanta has the new wave, definitely. So that's the podcast answer, Sam. Except riding with you. So 2 Chainz has been working with Dr. Dre. That seems pretty interesting because I feel like 2 Chainz is one of the underrated
Hey,
rappers
2
out there.
Chainz, another one for Atlanta, bro.
Yeah. Pretty underrated.
2 Chainz is definitely underrated.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So I feel like him working with Dr. Dre that's some new work for this year. I also think there's going to be a lot of good projects. I think, like you were saying, I started looking into Nipsey Hussle. My bad. He's looking pretty nice. I actually like
You
him.
just found out about Nipsey Hussle?
No, you guys put me on like couple 3, 4, 5 months ago, but I never had the time to like sit down and check him out until just recently. I fuck with him.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Nipsey Hussle too. That's LA right there. I fuck with Nipsey, J-Rock, and what's his name? Daylight. Look him up. That's history right there. That's LA rap.
Speaking of
Daylight, all-time great.
Who's
Speaking of
Daylight?
Cali,
Daylight,
Blueface,
Daylight top
baby.
5 all-time battle rappers.
Oh, God. Face, man.
I fuck with Blueface.
Yo,
love
I
Blueface.
started
We all love
I
Blueface.
started fucking with
down,
Blueface. Not even that song. I was just listening to IG to some of the freestyles we doing in the car. Man said, man said I love rap. Something about always being honest. He said he done fucked 2 hoes with condom in his pocket. I was like,
It's about to get disrespectful. This motherfucker. I love Blueface.
he fucked 2 hoes raw, even though he knew he had a condom in his pocket. That's funny.
Yo, he's saying he got 2 dicks and he don't give no fucks. I love Blueface.
I don't know about that one. I didn't get that part.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Y'all don't get it.
Oh.
I got 2 dicks. He got a dick and a gun. And he don't give no fucks. Meaning he used both. I like Blueface. I think he great.
Did y'all fuck
Babe,
with
you like Blueface? Gabby likes Blueface too, yo.
Did y'all fuck with the Bad
Blueface is for
I'm gonna fix it for you. Did y'all fuck with the Bad Baby and Kodak album? I mean, not album, the song that they dropped?
dude. I don't know, dude. I feel like Kodak is just waiting for his time to come.
I think Gabby want to talk about Bad Baby. Can I put Gabby on to talk about Bad Baby?
Alright, well, let's introduce her. We have Danny. We have Danny's Danny's
One
babe.
of my only babe. Don't say one. Get me in
Girl, bold.
It's a real bullshit right here.
Mike. Gabby, go ahead.
This is
Tell us what you got.
Let me introduce her. This is Gabby, my girlfriend, an avid Bad Baby enthusiast, and she just gonna
We got
come
2
with it.
special guests.
Well, you're not supposed to be a guest. You're supposed to be writing. So,
You know
I'm
what?
supposed to be
I'm
what?
riding. Nothing.
nah, not you, Gabby.
Oh,
Go
no.
ahead. Gabby, welcome.
I
Welcome to the podcast. Hello, how you doing?
Welcome.
Hi, I'm good. I'm kind of tired, but like I'm good.
You sound tired. What you doing over at Danny's house?
I was tutoring all morning, and then now I just came over to Danny's.
Danny got himself a smart babe. Look at her. Tutoring.
Yeah, I know.
Know about music. Go ahead. But what you got for Bad Baby?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Danny
Like,
just threw
okay,
you on the
so-
mic. Damn.
I didn't. I wasn't supposed to. But I mean, all I can say is like, from like, what's the first
What do you think about
from
her?
these hoes? What do I think of her as an artist? I think she's.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say she's the best. Like, I love Bad Baby, but I wouldn't say she's like the greatest, female rapper right now. But
Who do you think is the
she
greatest
is,
female
like-
rapper
Oh, it's
right now? Or let's say in the past 10 years. Let's make it easy.
I don't, and like to be honest, I don't really listen to a lot of female rappers. But like
Who are your favorite?
at the moment would be Bad Baby because I didn't Cardi B. But,
Who
like,
are some of your favorite? So we got Bad
yeah,
Baby,
so it'd be like
Cardi
Cardi B, Bad Baby. Let me look at my phone real quick. I don't listen
So
to
you got Bad Baby, you got Cardi.
Danny likes
like
No
Nicki.
Name, just to throw that out.
No
there.
Name.
City Girls, if we're being honest, I really don't like City Girls.
Damn, City Girls got these
City
whole
Girls
shit like
do
a
you.
soda.
Like, I mean,
They
look,
from the
I don't
305.
know.
Why you don't like them?
I think it's because of the people that like the girls that listen to them and how they act. Like that just makes me not want to listen to it because then I feel like I'm gonna turn into one of them girls, and I really don't want to.
What's wrong with them girls? All right. Oh, so now you got to describe some of them girls.
I don't know, man. I can't even describe them. Like they own breed. Like I don't even know
What do
else
they
to
do?
say.
They got their own breeds. All right, you got to tell us something about them. What girls?
All right, so like,
What girls listen to City Girls? Come on, tell us. Give us a tip.
oh god, okay, all right, but I'm not gonna lie though. "Season" by City Girls is the only song I probably fuck with because it has Lil Baby on it. But like the girls I listen to, like, I don't know, City Girls. How would I describe them? They're not Tatiana's. Well,
They're not Tatiana's. Damn.
okay, but like
Shots.
I feel like Tatiana's are proud, so maybe they.
Oh, shoot your shot.
They-
Shoot your shot. Stella, you skated. You skating it on the subject. Shoot.
Because I don't want to throw any of my friends under the bus, but they all hoes. Like, all of them. I'm one of the friends in my friend group that doesn't listen to City Girls, and I'm perfectly happy. 10, 11, 12, 11 months in.
So now there's something
like,
wrong with Hoey?
I mean, shit, do what you gotta do, but like.
I think hoes have the best fun, don't they?
But alright, so like.
How you have a party without hoes? I don't think you can.
How you without hoes? Agreed. You know what? I take back my whole statement. You won. I don't want to do this anymore. You won with that. Cause what is a party without hoes? Danny, what's a party without hoes? Whack. There you go.
Whack.
Yo,
But-
alright. What you guys? Oh, yeah, you still going? You ain't tell us.
I mean, I didn't really have anything else to say. I was just gonna give the mic back to Danny, but like, that was my segment. Bye.
Be glad to hear from you, our first guest.
No, but next week I'll have the thing with Young Cheddar. I promise.
Okay, so Gabby is
I said it. Yeah, y'all gotta hear this Young Cheddar.
Gabby is doing an interview for us with a local Florida rapper named Young Cheddar. She'll be maybe not on here, but we will post a video with her interviewing Young Cheddar next week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for having whatever. Yeah, thanks for being on the podcast, Gabby. Yeah.
No problem. Maybe I'll be a little more prepared next time. I appreciate you too, man.
For all those thoughts,
Thank you, Gabby.
the city girls, don't worry. We don't discriminate.
That was, and we can still hear in the background with the Yo, all right. Why do you guys think Ariana did a remix to her Seven Ring song? The whole
Man, because she's trying to.
Because she's trying to chase a bag, bro. She's trying to chase a bag.
Be on that wave, bro.
It was actually pretty good though. Like I feel like it was better than the song she dropped.
Man, I heard she stole like some of the lyrics from another low-key artist.
Low key, Soulja Boy ain't low key. What you talking about?
Nah, not Soulja Boy.
Oh.
We're gonna do it from there. Okay, then yeah. But no, there's another female artist that released, I would guess, the same exact flow and melody that she released on Seven Rings, Sins, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And she got a lot of heat for that on Twitter, as a matter of fact. She got a lot of, like, yo, why are you stealing flow off this person? Off somebody who's not as big as her, but of course, and she has, like, all these followers, all this attention on her. They're going to think that that's fire, when really it's somebody else's. At the same time, it's like, are you surprised? Like, this happens a lot.
I mean, I feel like everyone picks like certain styles from
Yeah.
everywhere and kind of like.
I feel like
they
it's
kinda like
as
run
long
with
as you give them credit at the end of the day, I feel like that's the most important thing.
Facts. If Drake still flows, why can't Ariana?
Facts. Thank
Y'all
you. Someone
come-
said it. Someone
Y'all
said
come
it.
for Drake.
I mean,
I was
Like,
like, you
my
know,
fans,
why do y'all hate?
and I was like, I'll say it if no one for the sake.
I
I really
didn't want
wanna
to be
know.
toxic one
Like-
this morning, but you know what we're gonna do?
It's
You know
one
what
of
we
it's
gonna
one
do? Drake
of you
still
two.
flows, and
It's
Big
one-
Sean is mid, bro. We're not doing this today. We're not fucking doing this.
Why do y'all hate Drake so much? Like,
Drake got carried and taken care of by The Weeknd. If it wasn't for The Weeknd's rap, Take Care would have been mid, like every other Drake album.
so one song made the whole album? You tripping, dog? Go away.
And you know what? Big Sean hasn't grown since he dropped his debut. And we're not really doing this today. But I just wanted to get that out there.
man, dude, I've been a big Sean fan for like since I was a jit, but I just started listening to his music again recently, bro, and I'm just like, wow, like what was I listening to like this whole time?
Thank you. This shit is mid. Terrell, you gonna cap it out? You gonna cake it?
Like once you really hear the lyrics that he spits, it's just like, what the fuck is he saying, dude? He's really corny at the end of the day. Like when I was younger, bro, I would bump this man every single fucking day. This, like his mixtapes, I would play on my car all the time. His albums, Detroit, every one of those shit. I'll give him one thing though. His mixtape Detroit was fire. That was amazing. But his other albums that he's dropped, like his debut one with what was another corny ass one? His second album, I forgot what the fuck it was called.
All of them.
But
Just
Alright,
all of
they're
them
all
in there.
pretty fucking corny.
Alright, Big Sean, you just buried nigga. I'm sorry. I tried. I've been
But hey, man, I mean, he says he's releasing some new music soon. So we'll
All right,
see
is
how
it
that
too
goes.
late for him? It's not too late.
Yes,
It's
it's
not too
too
late.
late.
It's not too
No,
late.
it's too late
It's not
for
too
him.
late.
It's
Come
too
on.
late for him.
Come
He's
on.
still a
Come
young
on.
guy,
Come on.
you know, I mean,
Come on. It's not too
he's
late.
smashing
Come on. Don't give him that.
music, so like,
Is he 30 yet? If he's 30, it's too late.
Wait, how old Big Sean? Someone get the age check on
I
that.
think is you know what? We're about to get
Gabby's on it. Gabby's on
Fuck,
it.
he's 30.
He's 30. It's too late.
Does he have
It's too late.
Does he have to this year? Does he have to the end of this year at least?
No, it's too late.
All right.
Damn. I'm sorry, Big Sean. All right, so I'm not gonna defend him. Don't worry. Like, how you feel about Drake though? We got two Drake haters here. What's your opinion on Drake?
So, I think Drake, he's a little bit, mixed opinions on what I give him, honestly. Like, his first two albums, I thought his first were actually really good. I actually genuinely liked them. I remember my brother, because my brother's at least 10 years older than me, and he's the one that actually put me on Drake, from, like, his mixtapes and everything like that. And, it's weird, though. Like, it's... Like, he comes in with this flow, with this style, that's all great and all, but once you keep on listening to, like, the rest of his music, it just gets repetitive, gets boring. And then it's like he starts off good, but then he writes it off shit. So it's like, that's really what I see Drake as. Like, he's great when it comes to, like, the first intro. Like, he's a hype master. Nobody can deny that. This man can get anything hyped up in a second. That's why you always
think Drake is still in flows?
Yeah.
Like
without a
heavy
doubt.
flows,
Without
like
a
every
fucking
flow he
doubt.
has.
Yeah. I think
What do
he
you think
definitely
was-
got some writers for him.
What do you think was his original flow? And going back to him stealing flows, do you think he really steals it in a way where it's not it's not acceptable, or you think he steals it in a way where it's acceptable? But going back to the first question,
I feel like
what do you think was his
I
original
feel like
style?
It's acceptable, honestly.
Okay.
I feel like at this point everybody accepted the type of artist on who he is, what he really raps about. Because before it used to be a debate on just, when are you gonna stop being soft and actually drop some, like some lyrical shits? Because I mean, his first two albums, not even Take Care. I forgot his first album. His first album was just. I think it's. Yeah, his first album was a really long.
So Far Gone.
So far gone. Like he was spitting some truth on that shit. Like he had some flows. He had good lyrics with it, good rhymes, good everything. But as he started developing into this mainstream rapper, I guess he lost his originality, and it got ahead of him, and he started changing into somebody that he isn't. But
You don't feel
It was
like
for
that
the better.
content?
It
You
was-
don't feel like because he changed that the content would change? If you just
Yeah.
got rich,
Of
won't your
course, that's
content
why.
change?
That's why,
You
like,
just found
he
out you have
lost-
snakes. Is your content going to change once you got rid of the snakes and you're rich again and you're on top? Won't your content change?
yeah, without a doubt, I feel like his content would change. I feel like that's why his music now is completely different than what it was in the beginning, and I feel like that's how it should be for all artists. I feel like everybody should be creative in their works, but I feel like, he lost that sense of originality that he once had when he first came out compared to what he is now. Because right now, if you think about it, like, all of his, singles that he drops or whatnot, like, they're all mainstream. Everybody's going to know about it. All the radio's going to play it, this and that. So it's like he's going to accommodate the needs of the radios and stuff like that. He's not going to do his music just because he likes it,
A couple weeks ago, we had a debate. Who? It was said that Danny and Seb have the opinion that Future carried Drake on "What a Time to Be Alive."
Facts.
What do you feel about that? I disagree with both of them.
Well, okay. Well, I'm not gonna. I actually have a different opinion on it now. I feel like now that I heard both your sides on the story, I feel like it's really hard to decide which ones, because we gotta think of it from a certain standpoint of how they were doing at that place and time. I feel like at that time frame, both Future just released like 2 albums. He was starting to get his name out there. Drake was, like everybody knew who Drake was at the time, and this album was something that everybody was hyped for, And I remember when, you know, the album dropped, I was playing Gears of War, like, 3, dude. Playing Gears of War 3, and the album dropped, and I was bumping to everything. And if it's definitely one thing I remember, like, I remember bumping a lot to, like, a lot of Drake verses, a lot of Future, you know, ad-libs or verses, whatever. Like, they both went pretty far in. But if I had to say who went off, I'll have to give it to Drake, babe. Yeah, I'd have to give it to Drake. He went off on a lot of the songs on there. And like I was saying before, like, Drake is completely different when he did a collab album, you know? Like, he had a different sense of style, flow, lyrics, everything, compared to, you know, his solo albums and what he creates. I feel like it gave a lot of his originality back, and that's why I enjoyed it more. You know, him on it compared to how it was before.
I feel like Future. I feel like Drake took Future on a fucking. He put him on his back and took him on tour. That's how I feel about it. And I felt like Future said some catchy
tour is
shit.
a little bit different.
I feel like Future said some catchy shit on.
I think
The
that's
album.
a terrible take, but whatever.
I feel like Future said some catchy shit on the album, and y'all fucked with it. Like, whatever you guys had just said, what was the catchiest Future bar that you guys were saying? The bar of all time?
Chicken wings and fries. We don't go on dates, bro.
Chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dates.
Bar. That's the most
Yeah,
memorable
I feel like a
bar
lot of
from the
people,
whole album.
every time I would clap up somebody or see somebody in the hallways, they'd always say that lyric. And
Cool, chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dates. Y'all talk about content. What fucking content is that? Chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dates. Like, what are you
What did
saying?
Drake say? What did Drake say?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying what y'all
Exactly.
saying. Chicken wings and fries.
You
we
just
don't go on
said
dates.
Drake had to have done so. He had to have said
What did
something
Drake
of
say?
substance
What-
to carry
what
him
did
on a
Drake say?
national tour, right?
What did he say?
Facts.
Can
The
you
only thing that I agreed with Seb was that I didn't know, and that I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that it was like a dual tour. I thought Drake just took them. Like, I didn't know that they were actually like sharing the spotlight. So that's
pretty-
the only thing that I thought Future like was there for the ride. And what do you mean what Drake said? I don't know. Like you said the other day, it's 2000. Like you said the other time, it's 2015. I don't remember lyrics from 2015.
But I remember a Future lyrics. That meaning.
'Cause it
shout out
was
to Sam
chicken
on this
wings
one
and
too.
fries,
Where the
we don't go
memorable
on
lyrics
dates.
at? I'm a shout out to Sam, the number one fan other than Gabby. But Gabby on the podcast now. Sam, the memorable lyrics, we're coming at him. Drake don't have it, and Future do. I know he'll back me up. That's
Jumpman,
just
nigga.
me.
There you go. Jumpman, jump.
Future said
That's
that
it. There we go. There's some lyrics.
Jumpman. That's the lyric that we're gonna go.
Yeah, facts. Look,
Y'all
this,
just want
I'm
to say
gonna
random
say,
shit.
I'm gonna say 1 point. Right? We're gonna disagree on this forever. We're gonna disagree who back and forth. It don't matter. We're gonna disagree. All I'm saying though, this is my number 1 point. Future did not hop on Drake's sound for that or Drake's wave. You know, he didn't hop on that. He did not go on to anything that sounded like Drake. It was
I don't
Drake
think he did.
who hopped on Future's sound because he
Thanks,
wanted to
Drake
start
hopped on
doing trap
Future's
beats. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
what a
he started
time
doing
was
trap
Future's
beats.
sound, man.
He didn't do trap beats before that. Now he's doing trap beats.
Yeah, okay.
That was Future
If you're
sound.
gonna look at it from that perspective, then yes, I agree. I agree.
That's
that
the one
beats,
thing-
that
that's-
the beats that were used, it definitely had a Future vibe to it. Because, you know, that music, like, Future did have, you know, that title for making trap music. Drake at the time, like, he's making more music for more like H&M.
Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? So it's like,
He said from H&M.
Drake grabbed on H&M beats, boy. Look at him.
Oh, that's my favorite part of the episode.
I can feel that because these two came out in July, and What a Time came out
yeah. You see,
in
like, that was
September.
the
But I mean,
hard
they
album.
collabed, so wouldn't you expect someone to sound like someone if they did a collab album?
But that's what I'm saying. Drake sounds
Well,
like
we're
Future.
not.
Future didn't
but
sound
that-
like Drake.
Let me tell you, this
And-
is.
And Drake didn't
when
sound
we
like
talk
Future
about-
throughout the album. Like, he was on Future sounding songs. He didn't sound like Future.
Okay,
Drake was already
let me
rapping.
tell you.
Jumpman,
Think about it this way.
Jumpman.
Think about it this way, though. Think about it this way. Do you talk about Watch the Throne like this?
Not at all.
Facts.
Good point.
Walk the Throne is, I feel like, you know, they're both artists that rap about
Yeah.
a lot of, not the same things, but, You know, they both have legendary statuses.
But at the
Not to
same
say
time,
Drake-
Jay-Z and Kanye are like, they rap about, Dante is right, they rap about similar like subjects. They have the same similar vibe.
yeah.
So it was like, it was literally a perfect pairing.
But they
couldn't
but
have gotten
they-
a
listen,
better pairing than
listen,
Kanye
hold
and
on. Jay-Z though, Jay-Z raps on different type of beats. He raps on New York Boom Bap,
You're
and
right,
then
he raps on a
Kanye
bunch of
raps
shit.
on 808s, right?
Right.
Fair.
And they did a good job of mixing their sounds, given that the album was a lot more like, I'm not gonna say 808 heavy, but it was a lot more. It was different for like Jay-Z. Jay-Z had never rapped on something like that. Unless
Jay-Z's
you
a
think
goat.
about like
Jay-Z's a goat.
the Swiss, you think about the stuff he did with Swiss Beats on like Blueprint 3 and stuff, then maybe.
But Jay-Z's a goat. You don't think Jay-Z can adapt to a Kanye sound, someone he put on?
I mean, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like, he did.
But
Like,
that
he's
wasn't
still
even
adapting the sound.
that wasn't
But that wasn't,
wasn't
even Kanye's
technically
sound.
a Kanye sound, right? That was
Yeah.
like
It
was a different
it's
sound
a
for
different
both
vibe
of
than he's used to. Yeah.
Also, what does Jay-Z rap about? Like, as a question, because we said they rap about like, similar things.
About
What
him
does what does
flipping real estate.
what does
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
raps
rap
about?
Jay-Z raps about so much. He's been rapping about a lot for a long time. It's not just they have similar content. I think they both are just able to rap about more things and have rapped about more things, which is why I think look at the time when they did that album. Kanye was already in his 30s, and
Right.
Jay-Z was already in his 40s. Like
Jay-Z was
grown
in his
men.
40s when that came out.
The grown ass man.
Yeah, bro. Jay-Z was like just turned 40 type thing. Like, I'm telling you, these are grown ass men when they did it. Future and Drake was both just 30, right? They both, or 29. There's just two kids in the game. Like, they've been, not kids anymore, obviously, when they did that, because they were cemented, they were big. But, like,
Drake was Drake was like 28, 29 when that came.
yeah, but that's what I'm
it came
saying.
out,
But,
didn't
like, that's the
Yeah.
difference. You 28, 29 compared to a 40-year-old, compared to a 36-year-old. Like, that's why it's different and why, it's not like two people who are able to rap about so much, because Jay-Z and Kanye could rap about wealth, could rap about the black experience. Jay-Z could rap about how he sold dope, how he shot his brother, everything that Jay-Z's been through, about business, about all this stuff. And same thing for Kanye. Kanye could rap about so much that at that point, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know, and I still don't know what Drake raps about, because I thought I used to know what he rapped about when he dropped Take Care, because he rapped about his emotions. He sometimes raps about his emotions, but
Drake went
sometimes he's
from his
flexing
emotions to like
to flex.
watching his back
Yeah.
to flex to watching his back to flex. He's been around that watching my back and flex vibe for
Yeah, that's what he's
his
doing.
last 4 projects.
That's what he's doing. And Future, at that moment, we didn't even get to know R&B Future yet, which is singing Future, you feel me? At that moment, we just knew Trap Future. So that was just a trap album with 2 of the biggest artists on it, like, in the world at that point. That's all it was. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's songs I like off of it. I don't like every song off of it. I wasn't big on it when it dropped. It grew on to me more after. And also, like, that's exactly what it is. It's a trap album with Drake and Future on it, as compared to a collaboration album with Jay-Z and Kanye. It's literally an album by those two. It's rap. It's not trap. It's not conscious
Yeah, I don't
rap.
think you can
It's
compare. I
not
don't
flexing
think you can
rap.
compare the two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're not in the same
It's
league.
different.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, an agreement on this show. That's rare.
Well, according to what they're gonna hear, there was never any.
Facts. But they heard all the other disagreements.
Facts. Going into the closing of the show. Yo, did you guys? All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about a new artist that we found. While I'm doing that, can you guys go ahead and check out our Twitter, the one that we have posted on there, like permanently, and grab 3 questions from there and to ask about afterwards.
Got it.
Alrighty, so we have a new artist out of Florida, and his name is Clive. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull up his info info here. We were talking to him. We're gonna go ahead and do an interview with him soon. This song is called "By Art, Not Cocaine." His full name is Clive Anthony, and on social media, he goes under the name of Skywalker.
Skywalker.
Yeah, it sounds really cool. I'm gonna play it right now. Can you guys hear it? Is it too loud?
Yeah.
I can hear it.
That's just a little sneak peek, you know. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, so you guys can go ahead and check out the song. But yeah, if I got it wrong, I'm pretty sure the IG name has Skywalker in it. I fuck with the name Skywalker, but it's something Skywalker. It goes really hard, but he's just going under the name Clive Anthony, and the other person with him, because you have to give him credit, was AJ Taylor. So AJ Taylor and Clive Anthony. They're currently from Florida, the Miami area. It's really popping. I like the vibe and the lyrics of the sound. It was really cool. He's actually a really cool dude.
They available on Apple Music, Spotify.
He's on Spotify. He's on SoundCloud. I'm not sure about his Apple Music right now, but I know for a fact it's YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Oh, and his Instagram. You guys can check him out.
Check him out.
He does a lot of he goes to a lot of like events, and he raps with other up and coming artists out of Florida, and they follow each other and they provide support. A bunch of the pages they're about to do collaborations with each other, so I'm gonna keep tuned in that, and I'm gonna keep you guys filled in. But I don't see anything but goodness in this guy's future. It was really good.
Yeah, from what I heard that you played over the mic, I really do like the production on it. Sounded good, his flow. Like, it was really good. You guys
And I haven't checked out any other work from him except for that, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, he sounds
Yes,
like he
man.
raps. I like people that rap.
passionate
Just
about
for real,
what they
no joke.
truly talk about.
He grew
Yeah,
up right by. He grew up about
Rap is
20
poetry
minutes
and
away
rap
from
is
North
art.
Miami.
Oh, North Side for real? 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
That's home right there. You know, I just like anyone who actually raps and takes their time to think about what they're saying. And that's what that sounded like to me. So,
You
shouts to
gotta
him.
Hey, Terrell, what was that thing you tweeted the other day? Something about Miami, about leaving Miami.
Oh, people were saying that for people who want to live in Miami, I mean, for people who live in Miami who want to leave Miami, y'all don't want to leave Miami, dog.
Yeah, honestly.
This country is
Like, a lot of
boring,
people
bro. There's
say.
nothing going on outside nowhere else. You need to stay in Miami.
I don't think
Miami is
people
one of the best
understand
cities in the country.
how unique Miami is as a city. You go other places in the country, ain't nobody trying to live in like Kansas City or like Cleveland, bro.
Or Washington.
Anywhere.
Like,
Yeah,
who the
bro.
fuck?
Yeah, Miami's not perfect, but there's nowhere like it.
No city quite.
Culture. Wherever there's culture, that's always going to be the best place to live. And that's where Miami is. So
Facts.
if you're trying to leave Miami, you're just trying to get out of your mom's house, bro. You really don't want to go. Don't leave Miami. Don't do it. Go ahead. Let's get those questions started. We'll pick three. We'll pick three a week from there, and that'll be a new part of our segment. We'll just pick three questions that y'all ask us, and we'll just go ahead and we'll answer it to the best of our ability.
What are we calling this segment, though?
We should
Q&A.
have a certain name for this.
Just call that shit
The
Q&A.
I feel like we should
The
be
Q&A.
unique with it. The Q&A? Alright, we'll come up with the name later.
Yeah,
I
facts.
feel like it. Alright, but for now, Q&A.
All right, go ahead. Pick one of them. These are all from Sam.
Who's doing it?
Well,
These are all from Sam.
we're gonna do it from Sam because Sam won the raffle contest. So we're gonna go ahead and shout out to Sam. So we're gonna he won the prize, and we're gonna go ahead and shout out some of his questions. So go ahead and read 3 from Sam.
Who's reading them?
Yeah, it was reading.
Honestly, any of y'all.
I don't even have them pulled up.
That's what we're waiting on.
Pulled up.
I'll pull it up.
Man, we
What is
gonna
it
have the
again?
questions. We gonna have the questions pulled up. It's
Sorry,
the pin.
Sam.
It's the pin. It's the pin
It's the
post
pin
off
one?
of.
I'm
yeah, it's the
getting it
pin
right now.
one.
I'm getting it right now.
And some other things to look forward to before we go ahead and get those questions. Do you think
It's not the pinned one.
It's not the
It's
same
not the
one.
pin one. We'll go ahead and find
All
out.
right,
I'll go ahead and keep talking.
Which artist had the best breakout song? We got Chief Keef with Love Sosa. We got TK with the Rays. We got 6ix9ine with Gummo.
Lil Baby with My Dog.
Lil Baby, Lil Baby with My Dog. We
Gunna
got
with Oh
X,
Okay.
X with Look at Me. Lil Pump with Gucci Gang, and Uzi with Money Longer.
And,
Wow, dude. I
Then
feel
bro-
like,
and Young Boy Never Broke
that
Again
is-
with No Smoke.
you know,
Yep, but
great question.
go ahead.
Very hard to answer. I feel like that is really hard to answer, as a matter of fact.
I think
'Cause
that-
each
I'm
of
gonna
those
take-
artists that released those songs blew up one way or another.
I'm going Uzi.
And there's
I
still
don't
a-
know.
I don't know. Whoa, but you're not gonna respect Chief Keef like that. I feel like the strongest
I'm
song
going
there is
Uzi.
Love Sosa.
I'm going
I
Uzi.
mean, yeah, these people, dude, people literally bumped to him so hard that they broke the freaking floor in the house, dude.
You're right. Damn. When you think about it that way, but still, I'm still going Uzi because Uzi started. Not only was it like a breakthrough song for him, but it started like he started a whole wave of music. So like
Yeah,
sure, yeah,
introduced a
Chief
new
Keef,
era.
you know, Chief Keef had like that year and a half of like fame, but Lil Uzi got fame,
What do you mean?
continued
You
fame,
act like.
and put on.
So are you saying Chief Keef is dead?
Well,
I mean, compared to some
be
of the people on
honest
that
with you,
list?
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
When was the last thing that, Chief Keef released?
like come on,
Like,
compared
is
to
he really as relevant as he was back
in the
then
group,
compared to today?
just putting him in the group with the people that are on that list, yeah, he's gone. X is not here with us, sadly, and he's still more relevant than Chief Keef.
I mean, I'm gonna say Chief Keef had the best breakout song there. So
I
You know, everybody has their different opinions on this song.
Dante, what was your pick?
Good question. All right, I'm probably gonna have to go with Little Uzi as well. I felt like you said, they just introduced a brand new wave of these different types of artists, different types of beats, lyrics, all that type of good stuff. So I feel like Little Uzi created something and going with it.
All right, let's get the next question. There's some other honorable mentions there. I mean, like, while you guys are the next
there's a
question. Yeah,
Those are just one of a couple of many.
X's song that was great. We all played that for God knows how long. People were just bumping that shit.
Pumping that shit.
I mean, that's just legendary on some Florida stuff too.
Yeah,
Facts.
I remember-
that's a Florida shit. So,
I remember when that shit dropped.
Kodak.
because We knew about X's song before it blew up in South Florida because that's the first place it blew up in, right?
Yep.
Like, so I think everyone knew about that shit. So yeah, R.I.P. X and everything. But wait, I agree with Sebastian. I think Sosa has the best song. Love Sosa was the best breakout song though. I respect the Lil Uzi pick though because I agree with both of you guys that it started a new wave. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't that like the first song that kind of like helped bring up? Well, not the first. Like that was one of the first big SoundCloud songs that I remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge. dude.
For sure.
Fucking.
And then, but yeah, I mean overall, Chief Keef, like kids in elementary school was like on Love Sosa. Like I don't. That was different.
Everybody
Like there was kids.
yeah.
There was kids in David Lawrence gang banging. Then they was 7 years old on Love Sosa. So that was just different.
All right, let's
Move on to the next question.
I don't see the pin post has no other questions. The pin post didn't have a single question.
Yeah, there's no questions on this page.
Yeah, it was just somebody promoting something.
I was pretty sure it did. I mean, Y'all keep talking while I find it.
I don't see no questions.
Yeah, I got to like episode 4. Like I scrolled all the way down the timeline. I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, same.
Sam had a list of questions, and if
I remember seeing that list. I remember
it was on the pin. It was on the pin post. Click like more. Click more.
I did.
Yeah, it's not
Couldn't
popping
find
up.
anything.
Man, that's crazy.
Did Sam delete it, low key?
Nah, I don't think Sam would have deleted it. Sam don't delete nothing. Sam be saying the wild. Me and Sam say the wildest shit on Twitter and leave it.
It's
Sam
terrible.
else on Twitter.
Y'all have said some suspect shit on
this
Twitter.
isn't the pin.
Sam is.
Damn, someone changed the pin post.
I don't even have the log.
Seb, it was that question. It was the. Remember you told us to redo it to ask the people. It was that one. But all right, whatever. It's not. It's gonna take too long to find. All right, so we'll just cut this. Cut all this searching part out too.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll cut the searching part out. The last thing
Hold
we
up, so
talked
let me just
about.
write down on my notes what to cut out. I'm gonna cut out the whole argument between you.
Yeah, and then we had redid it. So as soon as I asked you about your feelings about Drake,
Yeah.
cut
that's
that out
fine,
until
yeah.
I asked you about
I'm
it.
gonna re-listen to this tonight. Like I'm definitely gonna be up at like 2 a.m. listening to this shit. Just laugh.
And then cut out this whole part about
This
the searching.
trying to find the second
Yeah.
question.
I'll just since you can cut it out, let me just look for the question now, and then we can just redo this. Yeah. Fuck. That's what happened. So remember we pinned the post for the questions before. The episode wasn't one of the questions. I mean the episode wasn't the pinned post before. That's what happened.
I don't remember.
Remember, you went in the chat and you was like, yo, everybody retweet this and we should have this as a pinned post.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We love our listeners. I found it. It's right here. Alright, so so just delete the whole segment again. Alright, so we're gonna have a new segment. It's just our Q&A segment. Sam, our winner of the raffle, he received his prize, but we're also gonna shout out his questions to the show since he's been one of our top listeners. Shout out Sam. So Sam asked us. Actually, Seb, you want to go ahead and do the first question?
I don't have the questions up. You have to ask the questions.
Damn, I was just no, let's redo this again. We have to redo the whole who picked the most influential, whatever the question was that you guys just asked. I can't speak. We had the best breakout song.
The best breakout song.
Yeah. So you do that one again, and I'm just gonna pick 2 other ones from Sam's questions.
Why do we have to redo that one?
Didn't he ask that?
We were just talking
Well,
about
we don't have to redo it. We just talked about it. We could just keep that one in.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you could basically just say, alright, onward with the second question. And then...
I didn't want the editing to be too hard for him because if he has
Nah,
to
it's fine.
All right. Sam also asked. Never mind. Fuck. That's not the question. All right. Sam also asked Prince versus MJ, better than all time, and Seb, no spicy talk.
Yo, first of all, there's gonna be a movie about MJ coming out, feeling the dirty.
Yeah, they're
what
killing
he
off
did in the
every
past,
black
and, like-
person, bro.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's not looking too good for him. Like, MJ GOAT and all, but I don't know. I feel like maybe as a person he was pretty shitty. But I'd have to go with Prince. I like Prince a lot. Prince was definitely influential in a lot of ways.
I'm going Prince too. I like
abs-
the tracks, but
I'm gonna abstain from selecting due to the legal issues that Michael Jackson is facing at the moment.
so what you're saying is if Michael didn't have any legal issues,
They might not legal issues. Are they moral issues? They're moral issues. Yo,
They're moral
so
issues. Alright.
I'm abstaining from this selection.
Let's say Mike had no moral issues. Who are you picking?
Mike, because Mike is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah. At that point, then I'd pick Michael Jackson.
It's just to play basketball in the purple fur coat. Nigga was wait. Alright.
Me and Prince got the
Let's
same
move on to-
birthday, so I love Prince, but Mike is the GOAT.
Alright, let's go on to Sam's next question. How did the internet hurt rap? And then he goes to state, a lot of these bums wouldn't be able to compete in the era of Nas and Jay, or even the 2005s with Ye and Lil Wayne, Cam, etc.
I don't think the internet hurt rap. I think there's different ways of looking at it.
I
Lupe
think the
Fiasco
internet
is one of the
definitely-
first internet rappers, and he's one of the greatest lyricists to ever live.
Agreed. I mean, hurt rap?
I
This
think
is different.
I think the internet puts pressure on artists. Like for example, let's look at Lil Uzi for example. If you go on any of his pictures and go in the comment section, you're just gonna see a bunch of fans begging him for music, this and that, begging him to drop some shit. But he really can't, because his label at the end of the day is holding him back, and he can't really accommodate the needs of everybody and everything, and that causes a lot of pressure. And that's why to me is why he said he quit music for like the moment being. He doesn't want to deal with all that drama, all that stress about people just telling him like, drop some shit, this and that.
So you
I
think
feel
the
like that's what
Uzi
lot of
thing is
people
a
are doing
hoax?
now.
You don't think he really quit?
No,
You think he's just vibing?
Honestly, I don't think he quit at all. I think he only did it so he could tell people, yo, just shut the fuck up for like 1 second.
That's facts. I don't think music
Like,
is.
he definitely wasn't gonna quit.
I mean, yeah, and I agree with you, Dante, and I don't think that it's the internet's fault. I don't think the internet hurt rap, right? I think the internet has hurt. I mean, in a way, you're right, because if you look at it, back in the day, motherfuckers didn't have to drop an album every 6 months.
Exactly.
Lil Uzi dropped an
Exactly.
album in 2017, bro, and he didn't drop one in 2018. That's normal. Kendrick takes 2 to 3 years to drop an album.
Yeah.
So now,
That's exactly how it is.
You want to see your
That's
man?
Everybody just wants
Yeah.
more. They want
yeah,
more.
especially with the younger guys too, because it starts off with like an oversaturation. Like Uzi had what 3 albums, or an album and 2 tapes within the span of a year. Like
Like he
people
dropped
got-
that 80 track one, right? Was it 80 track or something like that? That big ass
Yeah.
track?
Oh yeah.
and he
That was
and
crazy.
yeah, Uzi did some shit too. Like he dropped a lot of music, and a lot of people just kept wanting more. Because not to generalize Uzi fans, but if Lil Uzi your favorite rapper, you're probably not listening to the album the way a Kendrick fan listens to a Kendrick album, or a Nas fan listens to a Nas album, right? You're listening because you want something to bump. You're not trying to be like, oh, what's the deeper meaning? Even though Uzi will probably tell you himself he has some deep songs that probably aren't his most popular too. So of course, it's frustrating. So I think, to answer Sam's question, it's hurt. The internet has hurt rap because it's caused the oversaturation of rap, which is a negative.
Couldn't agree
And I
more.
feel like, in some ways, the internet hurt rap, just like how you guys said, but I feel like it also helped it. Because now we get to hear from people that normally we would have never got to hear about. Or
I
you
agree
could go
with
look
that,
up. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
go look up
without a doubt. Rap is one of the most
rappers
listened to,
in
genres.
your local city, and now you could try to put them on. You would have never heard about them before in the J era or the 2005 era with Wayne in them, because it was, unless you had a label working for you, you couldn't get your work out. I feel like, if anything, the internet hurt us as listeners, because we just come to expect more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
And in
both
that
blessing
way,
and a
it
curse.
hurt rap. Yeah, like Kenny
Yep,
was saying.
with the blessing.
But that's all we got for you guys this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all our new followers. Go ahead and give us a follow on IG and Twitter. Shout out to
at the real Florida. Wait, what is it? What's our at? Florida Sound? Real
it's
Florida
the
Sound?
real Florida Sound. That's
At the
IG.
real Florida Sound.
And the
We coming
Twitter
up,
is
baby.
just the Florida Sound. We coming up. We out here. Shout out to Sam again. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.